now through Tuesday.
We got 48 hours to move. That's the unbelievable part.
And those 48 hours are up this morning. What's being done to help those suddenly forced out of their apartments?
The holiday travel blitz is underway. I'm Casey Baylor, tracking all cancellations and delays, and of course the one app you need to take with you.
And the pandemic forced them to shut down. All new this morning, how 2 JMU grads got involved to bring back a Norfolk favorite. But first, a live look over downtown Norfolk. The Great American Picnic returning to Town Point Park. The fireworks start at 9:30 on the 4th of July. And if you can't make it, we have a full list of where the fireworks are this weekend on 13newsnow.com. Thanks for waking up with Daybreak. I'm Ashley Smith.
And I'm Dan Kennedy. Those stories in just a moment. But first, we want to take you back to that breaking news in Norfolk. Looking live at Lexington Street now, where police say a woman was critically injured in a shooting very early this morning. Police say they got that call around 3:45 a.m.
Now that investigation just getting underway. We're still waiting to hear if police are searching for a suspect, but you can see still a very active scene. When that info comes in, we'll pass it along to you. In the meantime, let's get a check of your forecast. Here's Melissa.
Thanks, Ashley. Now, although we're not talking about any wet weather, I think the greatest chances are going to come this weekend. We are seeing some reduced visibilities across parts of the viewing area. We're actually seeing 1/16 of a mile out in Suffolk, a half a mile in Chesapeake. Some areas, such as Norfolk, Virginia Beach, are sitting in better shape, but reduced visibility also affecting parts of the Outer Banks, down in Currituck, further inland in Emporia, and in Roanoke Rapids. That's due to the amount of moisture that we have in the air and the lighter winds. So conditions should be clearing up by later this morning, and if you're not seeing the fog, you're seeing the partly cloudy skies. Here's a really nice view from the ocean front out in Virginia Beach. We even have some people out for walks and joggers out early and about, and temperatures across the board are pretty nice out there. We're in the upper 60s, lots of lower to mid 70s around the region as well. We're right at 74 in Hampton, 72 in Suffolk, 73 out in Edenton. Further inland, we're a little cooler. Those temperatures out there are currently in the mid 60s. Now the dew points are also relatively high this morning, so that's why we're seeing the muggy conditions. They're in the upper 60s and also lower 70s. Today we can expect a hot and humid day this afternoon, with temperatures climbing into eventually the mid 80s by 11 a.m. and then by later this afternoon, another hot days in store for us here across Hampton Roads. Those highs will be reaching the upper 80s and lower 90s, with even warmer conditions further inland. Bethany?
All right, thanks, Melissa. Taking a look at your roads here this morning. You know, right now we're moving steady. It is that hour where it's starting to pick up just a tad, 6:02. And the thing with today is not only is congestion going to pick up for our normal commuters that are still heading into work this morning, but it's going to get a lot worse with that travel. I'll have more on that in just a second. As of right now, our current travel conditions, steady. No big accidents, issues, or major problems. We do have a disabled vehicle. I wouldn't even consider this a problem just yet this morning. We're moving just fine across our viewing area. You just heard Dan and Ashley speak on this on Lexington Street in Norfolk, a shooting. Expect delays in that neighborhood on Lexington Street and Amelia Street. Police have certain roads blocked off. They do have you going around Lexington Street, so avoid that street at all possible this morning. We had some delays on the Mondo-Merrimack Bridge on 664. Let me slow down. On 664 northbound, we had some delays. Those are now clear. Fog is a problem here this morning. Suffolk, Chesapeake, we're all starting to see that haze come across. Expect some patchy fog on your commute this morning. And you know, Dan, actually, a lot of people not just commuting to work this morning, commuting to that holiday travel. Traffic's really going to pick up later this morning.
Oh, you know it, Bethany, not just here at home, but across the country. We're talking record holiday travel underway. It could be the busiest travel weekend in 2 decades.
And we're talking 48 million Americans set to travel. And this morning, air travelers already braving the crowd. So let's bring in Casey Baylor live at a very busy Norfolk International Airport this morning. So, Casey, any delays you're seeing on the board right now?
Ashley, we're just tracking a few delays here. One of them being in, Denver, about an hour and a half being pushed back. And another one, Philadelphia on American Airlines being pushed back in an hour. And then we're also seeing an arrival from Baltimore that's also been delayed. But everything else is smooth sailing, pretty green, but that doesn't mean you're out of the clear if you're headed to Norfolk International Airport. I will say earlier this morning we saw a lot of people packing up this area, but you can see right now the United Airlines, check-in site, the American Airlines check-in site. We're starting to see things start to die down here. But again, you still want to make sure you're heading out early to give yourself enough time to prepare for these lines. Now, leaders with AAA say don't cut it too close, as 3.5 million people are expected to fly for the July 4th holiday. They say the heaviest travel days are always before the holiday, so make sure to have a little bit of patience before you head out the door.
Because you're going to have to navigate more traffic on the roads. And then once you get to the airport, there's going to be a lot longer lines because there are staffing issues with the airlines and also with TSA.
And when we're looking or talking about TSA, I should say, you might want to check those TSA lines, and you can do that using the My TSA app. And you can see right here at Norfolk International, all terminals have about a 15 to 30-minute wait time. So again, make sure, give yourself enough time, and head out the door as soon as possible. For now, that's the latest in Norfolk. I'm Casey Baylor for 13 News Now.
Okay, Casey, thanks. And now from the airports to the roads, a record 42 million people opting for the Great American Road Trip this weekend. That's a 500,000 more than before the pandemic hit. And if you're listening as you're packing, listen to this. Wvec says the best time to leave today is before 10 a.m.
Now to a major update on a story we've been following all week. A former daycare worker and a former Newport News police officer are found not guilty. The jury acquitted Christy Klein and Robert Jones of rape, sodomy, and indecent exposure charges. Klein was also acquitted on 2 counts of aggravated sexual battery. The allegations came from a woman who is now 25. She claims that Klein and Jones sexually assaulted her when she was just 12 years old.
At 6:06, a check of your morning headlines. A man and a woman are hurt in a shooting. And now Portsmouth police are looking for the person who pulled the trigger. This happened on Pine Needle Circle last night. Doctors are treating them all at the hospital. Both are expected to be okay. To Virginia Beach now, where bond is denied for 2 brothers involved in a traffic shootout. Lawyers for Quayshawn and Saquon Jordan claim that they were shot at first and then only shot back in self-defense. So prosecutors say an innocent bystander was grazed. She's expected to be okay. And staying in Virginia Beach, 20 people forced out by flames. Happened at the Indian Lakes Apartments in Acredale yesterday. The flames were so intense, a second alarm had to be called. 2 firefighters had to be taken to the hospital, but they're doing all right. And it's the 3rd fire in 2 years for this complex.
Good morning. I'm Angelique Arentalk reporting in Newport News. Many residents here at the Seaview Lofts Apartments face uncertainty. Everyone who lives inside has to leave by tomorrow morning.
Such a short notice.
On Wednesday morning, many of the residents here found a letter from the Newport News Department of Codes Compliance on their door. It says the building's owner failed to correct safety issues. The property has been, quote, deemed unsafe for occupancy. Now the mix of families, singles, couples, and elderly who live here must leave by Friday at 9 a.m. Some already packed their things.
Nobody's taking application. Everybody have a long list. So, and I really don't know what they expect us to do.
Their scramble comes after a Monday city inspection. Records show the elevator system overall failing an annual inspection. Documents reveal issues like the fire extinguisher, travel cable, phone, and bell. The city letter did not specify exactly which building issue or issues led to the court order. Regardless, residents need to leave by Friday at 9 a.m. In Newport News, Angelique Arentalk, 13 News Now.
Here's Melissa. One thing to know about the weather.
Thanks, Anna. One thing to know about your weather today is that it's going to be another hot one this Friday afternoon. We're tracking those highs reaching once again the upper 80s, lots of lower 90s around the region, and that warmer, hotter weather is going to continue into the weekend, but we're going to increase those chances for rain. Tomorrow for your Saturday, we're tracking chances for isolated storms, but I think the greatest chances really lie on your Sunday. We're going with scattered thunderstorms then. We'll go with that high of 86 degrees, and then we'll drop the temperatures by a degree for your Monday. 4th of July, we'll go with that high of 85 degrees, and then we're tracking still yet the potential for a few isolated storms. Bethany?
Thanks, Melissa. One thing you need to know about traffic this morning, we are moving steady across our viewing area right now. No big concerns for me or for you if you're stepping out the door. Steady commute so far. I do have a few things I want to mention to you, and I'll have them coming up in about 10 minutes. Dan?
Governor Youngkin putting himself on the national stage. The moves he's making sparking speculation about a run for the White House.
And Virginia's gas tax went up overnight, but how much more you'll pay depends on where you fill up.
But first, a look at prices as we head into the long weekend. You're up with Daybreak.
Trade in and trade up during the Make This the Summer event at Southern Dodge Ram. Your vehicle is worth more than ever. Lots of new inventory. Low 0% financing available. Make no payments for 3 months. Plus, lifetime benefits that save you up to $5,000. Southern Ram in Chesapeake and Norfolk.
Everyone knows eating well and exercise are a big part of losing weight. WW's new program teaches you how to do it.
I still eat the foods I want to eat, and I have lost 69 pounds, James.
You're just changing your mindset and shifting your eating habits.
For me, WW is all about flexibility. There's no restrictions.
More knowing means more doing. Do it with WW. I'm reading your aura right now. It's telling me that WW works.
Go to WW.com to see today's limited time offer.
Who do you think you are? Canceling plans? Commanding a room? Being your own biggest fan? Who said you could do that? Say no to settling. No to compromising. Yes to getting all of the above. Who? No, really. Tell us. Who do you think you are? Oh, you're you. And TJ Maxx is where you can afford to be you to the max.
With the comfort of Lazy Boy furniture, this is more than just a room. Sometimes it's a nursery, a playground, or a campground, a spa, the backdrop for holiday memories. This is where a lot of your life happens. So I'm thinking, why not live it comfortably?
The 4th of July sale.
Save 30% off everything. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
From daybreak to nightfall, Busch Gardens Summer Celebration has it all. Cool down with family-friendly fun and thrilling rides like the all-new Pantheon, the world's fastest multi-launch coaster. See the stars of America's Got Talent with new acts every week. Then join us for live concerts every Saturday. Come early, stay late. Busch Gardens Summer Celebration. Save up to 50% on tickets, fun cards, and memberships during our 4th of July sale. Hurry, limited time offer.
Hey, I'm Jackie, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken. It is golden brown, so juicy, so delicious. To all my fellow non-breakfast people, this chicken biscuit is something different. It's the perfect savory start to my day.
Hi, I'm Gary, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is that it's unexpected. I'm a big biscuit guy, but chicken for breakfast is delicious. You can taste all of the flavors just all at once. Once you try it, there's no turning back.
Take advantage of a longer swimming season with solar pool heating. Let the sun heat your pool. Dive right in and enjoy the comfort of a warm pool with family and friends at your next gathering. Call Solar Services today for your free estimate, 427-6300.
Daybreak continues here at 6:13. Are you smelling something that's like a campfire outside? Well, it turns out it's a wildfire in Hyde County, North Carolina, some 80 miles south of Norfolk. But it scorched more than 2,000 acres of land, and so far it's only about 44% contained. So let's turn to Melissa now, because Melissa, officials have been able to see this fire from space.
That's right, yeah. So it occurred yesterday morning out in Hyde County. So again, a few miles down south of Hampton Roads, but because we had the southerly component to those winds, Ashley, we were smelling it. I mean, areas such as Virginia Beach, it smelled like that campfire smell. So luckily they're working on maintaining it, but I know there was a lot of personnel working. There was even helicopters, and like you said, we could see it from space. So that, as we continue to see the southeasterly wind flow, we're looking at some more lighter amounts of smoke, but it continues to make its way north, even affecting parts of the eastern shore.
Well, we'll be sure to give you updates as we learn more about the containment of this fire. Dan?
All right, let's jump into your daily checklist now. Governor Youngkin is making moves that political experts say reveal political ambitions beyond Richmond. He's headlining Nebraska's Republican convention next week, and last week the governor met with donors in New York to raise money for fellow Republicans. The governor's office says Youngkin started a movement that spanned across the country. Live now to the roads. While you slept, Virginia's planned gas tax increase went into effect. It went up 7%, or about 3 cents a gallon. That tax goes directly to the gas companies. How much more you'll pay say all depends on how gas stations decide to offset the cost, but AAA warns it'll ultimately trickle down to drivers. And breaking within the past hour, the trial for Brittany Griner got underway in Russia. Looking live outside the courthouse in Moscow, the WNBA star has been in Russian custody since February, but the U.S. State Department says she's wrongfully detained. Griner was arrested after Russian authorities claimed she had cannabis oil in her luggage.
Well, it was a Norfolk favorite until the pandemic hit, but this morning the doors are back open with two familiar faces ready to fill that craving.
Allie Amory and Emily Walton are no strangers to O's Donuts in Norfolk.
It used to be a family friend that owned it, and then her family bought the business from them. And after COVID, they were not sure what they were going to do with it, possibly going to sell it.
So they made a choice.
She decided that she wanted to take over, so it's awesome to be able to take that over and continue the legacy of the same spot that everybody loves.
If you have a sweet tooth, rejoice in this reopening.
All of our donuts are cake donuts, and they're made to order, so they all come out fresh and hot every time.
Flavors and options are endless. Oreos, cereal, glaze, gummies, sprinkles, s'mores. I could go on forever.
Oh yeah. Since we've reopened, we've kept a lot of the same traditional menu items that people love, the same flavors, but we've added kind of our younger flair on things.
A flair not just with the donuts, but the coffee.
We do offer a full espresso bar, and we've also incorporated our own bottled drinks in-house.
As 22-year-old business owners, they hope to send a message.
You're young, obviously, so if you question or doubt yourself, I would say take the leap and go ahead and try something new or start a business you've been wanting to try, because it pays off in the end.
A payoff in a home that's worth keeping open.
If you have any Friday flavor ideas, I want to hear them. Send me your details, where you go for the best food, the secret spots. I want to know them all. Send them my way. You know, at the end of that story where you open the donut box, every time we've shown it, Dan has gone,
oh my gosh. And I'm not even a donut.
I know. Dan is the annoying guy at work.
He said he likes the cakey ones.
Yeah. He's the annoying guy at work that when there's free donuts on the community table, when there's free donuts on the community table, Dan doesn't eat.
Yeah, he's like, well, I brought a banana today.
He'll go stand and look at it and be like,
Yeah,
no.
I did do that yesterday. I had a Chobani yogurt instead.
Making us all feel guilty. Yes. Alrighty, well, let's talk some weather. You know, because enough talk about donuts, right? They're delicious, so definitely go check out that. And you know, Friday's conditions, today's conditions, actually very favorable for that. And you know, as far as what we're seeing right now, if you step out the door, some of us are seeing reduced visibility. Areas further inland are seeing 7 miles, but some areas are seeing the worst of conditions out in Ahoskie, Suffolk as well. Chesapeake 1/16 of a mile and 1.25 miles out in Currituck. So not all of us are seeing the fog this morning, but most of us are. So we do want to be aware of that and take our time out in the roadways this morning. We're not tracking any unsettled weather aside from the fog. We're not tracking chances for rain, really not until tomorrow, Sunday as well, and even a few chances for isolated showers come on your Monday for your July 4th. Current temperatures around the region, we're in the lower 70s. It's feeling like 72 degrees out by the airport. Humidity levels all this morning have been relatively high, since those dew points have been in the upper 60s and lower 70s. We're seeing some 60s further inland, 66 out in Emporia, 70 out in Melfa, 74 degrees out in Hampton, and 68 degrees currently for Chesapeake. And here's what you can expect the next 6 hours. We're going with partly to mostly sunny skies by later this afternoon. Notice how the temperatures begin to climb into the upper 80s and lots of lower 90s around the region. I mean, further inland, we may be reaching 92 degrees out in Wakefield, 91 in Franklin, and then along parts of the eastern shore, and then even the peninsulas, maybe even 94 degrees under plenty of sunshine this afternoon out in Williamsburg. And then for northeast North Carolina, lots of upper 80s, lower 90s under partly sunny skies, and then some lower to mid 80s along parts of the Outer Banks. Come later this afternoon, there is there's also going to be a low risk for a shower. Now, most of this mainly does seem to be affecting parts of northeast North Carolina, but we're not going to rule it out for the south side or even for parts of the peninsulas come later this afternoon into the evening as well. By tomorrow morning, those chances for rain will return and maybe tracking a few isolated cells along parts of the south side, the areas are along parts of the state line for northeast North Carolina. But take a look at the temperatures. I mean, very similar to what we're seeing and waking up to this morning in the upper 60s, lots of lower 70s, and then chances for rain will continue. It's not going to be a washout. Not all of us are going to see the rain, so I definitely wouldn't cancel your plans. I think the greatest chances for rain are actually going to come for your Sunday, but we'll be beginning Saturday night, first north, and then making their ways across south side, and then for northeast North Carolina as well. But a quick recap of your Independence Day whole weekend outlook. Tomorrow it's going to be another hot day. Chances for rain do return. We're going to go with that high of 90 degrees. For your Sunday, we'll drop the degrees about 4 degrees. We'll drop those highs into the lower to mid 80s. We'll go with that official high of 86 degrees. We're expecting scattered wet weather then. 4th of July on your Monday. I know a lot of people are off. We'll go with highs in the mid 80s. Some areas may be reaching the upper 80s, and then isolated storms will be possible. But we'll welcome the rain because I've been saying it all morning long. We are sitting under dry drought conditions. So most of us are, but some of us are even at that level 2 for moderate drought conditions. Parts of the south side are, and then for northeast North Carolina as well. Take a look at your 7-day. It's going to be a hot day today, hot tomorrow as well. We're also going to increase those chances for rain. We'll drop those temperatures into the mid 80s for your Sunday and your Monday as well, and then they climb back up again for your Tuesday. Bethany?
All right, thanks, Melissa. Hey, I want to start by talking about the fog. Melissa started talking about it as well, and I'm going to continue that trend. Look across the roadways. You know, some parts were perfectly fine. Visibility great, like Virginia Beach. Norfolk not too shabby either. But Chesapeake, we're starting to see that little, and this is as you're heading towards Suffolk. So Suffolk, a little bit of a struggle. Looks like another camera in Suffolk just went out. Yeah, it's back. This is right near the Monterey-Merrimack Bridge, so you can see the fog there. Visibilities are low in Suffolk, Chesapeake, Emporia, places like that. Expect some heavy, dense fog out there this morning. Luckily, I'm not seeing any big issues, but just know you could see it. Maybe leave a few minutes early, I'd say 5 to 10 minutes earlier, just to kind of slow down and deal with that fog, especially if you're traveling over any bridges or anything like that this morning, especially in Chesapeake and Suffolk. Again, those are our two main ones that we're seeing here this morning with that visibility down. The rest of our viewing area, we're doing all right. Even considering the fog, no big problems, issues, or troubles. We have a disabled vehicle on 64 eastbound in Norfolk, not causing an issue. Dan, Ashley.
It might be your favorite part of the 4th, but your pets probably hate it. We found 4 ways to ease their firework fears.
Plus, a night at a Virginia Beach bar turns into chaos. And now new court documents reveal how close the suspect is to one of the alleged victims.
I've worked at Food Lion for almost 20 years now.
Hey, Frank. Morning, Sarah. How's the family doing?
Oh, they're doing great. Most of that time was spent bringing food in, but my favorite part is sending food out.
You don't know how much we appreciate this.
We donate fresh food to families in need before it ever goes to waste in any of our stores. And it's a job I enjoy doing, week after week.
Thank you.
Here to fill tables and hearts with hope. Food Lion Feeds, here for every moment.
Maximize your energy savings with a new energy-efficient heating and cooling system from R.S. Andrews today. Get up to $1,750 back when R.S. Andrews buys back your old inefficient HVAC system, a free Nest thermostat, special financing options, and a 1-year complimentary maintenance plan membership from R.S. Andrews saves you even more money. Reduce your energy bill and keep your family comfortable all year long by calling R.S. Andrews. Call 757-530-6006 to schedule your appointment.
Don't you hesitate, R.S. Andrews.
I know this looks like your typical narrow escape, but it's not. This is a Nissan sales event ad. Now we're talking. Good thing this Nissan Rogue is a standard turbocharged engine.
Get the 2022 Nissan Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy.
Hurry. You don't want to let these offers get away.
We love our pets, but we don't always love their hair, which is why we made Bounce Pet Hair and Lint Guard. With 3 times the pet hair fighting ingredients, just one sheet helps remove pet hair from your clothes. Looking good starts in the dryer with Bounce Pet.
Who says you can't get 100% whiter teeth? Try Crest Whitening Emulsions. Remove 10 years of stains in just 4 days. And it's enamel safe for everyday use. Better, faster, 100% whiter teeth. Crest, the #1 teeth whitening brand in America.
You'll be happy with the money you'll save too when you shop The Dump for great deals on quality furniture. For more than 35 years, we've been the go-to partner for luxury brands to dump their best deals, saving 2 million customers an average of $1,500 per visit. This July 4th, stay savvy. Shop The Dump for the best deals on furniture, mattresses, and rugs. Find the pieces you love at prices you love. Then go home happy. The Dump. Great deals, quality furniture. To the dump, to the dump, to the dump, dump, dump. Just call Galt, your 13 Pros Now home energy and comfort experts, serving the greater Hampton Roads area for over 27 years. From blackouts to minor repairs and more, we're standing by ready to serve you 24/7 for all your electrical and generator needs.
You're up with Daybreak at 6:25. Independence Day celebrations tend to be bombastic, but it can be seriously uncomfortable for pets with sensitive ears. It goes beyond that. More pets go missing around the 4th of July than any other time of year. That's according to the SPCA. But there are a few ways to make them feel a little more at ease. First, create some distance. Bring your pets indoors even if they normally stay outside. Once they're inside, provide some distractions. Give them a treat to focus their attention and turn on the TV or radio to soften the jarring noises. Unfortunately, some pets still might get stressed, and scared pets have been known to try and escape. If your pet is microchipped, make sure your contact info is up to date. If not, a simple caller with ID will help them find their way back home if they run off. All right, we are live with breaking news this morning. A woman badly hurt in an overnight shooting in Norfolk.
We're also live at Norfolk International Airport. The delays already starting. How the TSA plans to keep up. Ahead on Daybreak.
Telling the stories of now means telling your stories, Hampton Roads.
That's why weeknights at 6 on 13 News Now, we're dedicated to telling the stories that impact.
When you give them something that makes them smile, it builds a community.
Inform.
So you need to be taking cover now.
And on.
It's very important that we memorialize the people who were lost.
Because at 13 News Now, we know the most important stories are yours.
Tune into the stories of now, weeknights at 6.
Getting Social Security disability is a long shot. Most claims are denied at least twice. So put the odds back in your favor. Rudder Mills has won thousands of Social Security cases for our clients. Your lawyer matters.
H2O Wvec has your checklist for the best day of summer. Dropped straight down the plank. Check. Ride a raft up the Rogue Wave. Check. Scream down Paradise Plunge. Check. Surf a wave on the Flow Rider. Check. Kick back in a cabana. Check. H2O Wvec, Carolina's newest water resort, just 3 miles from the Outer Banks. Buy tickets at h2ovxwaterpark.com.
Honda innovation is perfect for life in Hampton Roads. With towing power, intelligent traction control, and our most advanced safety features. Plus, Honda is the most fuel-efficient automaker in America. Right now, your trade-in is worth more, and we know exactly what new Hondas are on the way. So reserve yours at your Hampton Roads Honda dealer. Honda, it's the perfect ride for Hampton Roads.
Life is full of things to worry about. Your home's foundation shouldn't be one of them. Vertical and horizontal foundation cracks, windows and doors that stick are all indications that your home has foundation issues. At JES Foundation Repair, we offer permanent solutions that help put your worries to rest. Call us today for a free inspection.
The Rooms to Go July 4th sale on Hot Buys ends Tuesday. Hot Buys on beautiful furniture, plus 60-month interest-free financing. How's that for hot value? Get great-looking living room Hot Buys. Sizzling bedroom